Hello everyone, it's me, I'm Julie McDowell, and I'm going to show you in this video just how easy it is to use fabric to decoupage onto glass. I'm calling it reverse decoupage because although we're using the same products, we're using a fabric and we're using a medium to apply the fabric to the surface, we have to do everything in reverse because we're decorating underneath the glass. So a lot of people have glass coffee tables and glass tabletops and nightstands, and even you can do this on glass plates. So it's very, very simple, but you just have to kind of turn your mind around and practice going in reverse. So here we go. I'll show you how you do it. So here we have the glass plate that I'm going to use as my substrate, and this is the fabric. It's 100% cotton, it's very easy to work with, it's lightweight, yet the colour is intense, and that's what I'm going for. So unlike when we decoupage fabric onto a drawer front or a tabletop, you would normally paint first and then apply the fabric because the paint colour is very, very important. It determines what the overall effect will look like. So when we do it on glass, we're working in reverse. So first of all, we're going to apply the fabric, and I will show you how to do that. I'm going to be using a polycrylic top coat. You can use any water-based polycrylic that you have. You can use a water-based primer if you have that. You can use the regular gels that people use for decoupage, but I'm going to use a water-based polycrylic. So I'm going to go and cut out the piece of fabric now, and then I will come back and show you the next part. Okay, so here is the fabric cut, and always cut it larger than the surface that you're applying it to. The same when you're decoupaging onto a drawer front or a dresser top. It's so much easier to get rid of excess fabric after the event when it's all dry than it is to try and stretch a piece if you've cut it too small. So always cut more than you need. Now obviously we're going to be applying it to the back of the dish in this case, and we will be applying it print side down. So first of all, I'm going to coat the back side of this with the water-based acrylic. It's a polycrylic, it's a top coat, but like I've said many times, you can use whatever you're comfortable with. I just like to use these polycrylics because I always have them, and you know, you don't have to go out and buy something special. So, and it really does work. You're just using it like a glue, really. So that's all we're doing. So cover that really, really well, and then take the fabric and place it down on the top, making sure that the whole surface area is covered. And then again, like when we decoupage on wood, I'm going to liberally coat this with the polycrylic. And this will really, really help to not only stick, but it'll give it a really, really hard surface when it's finished. And so important that you go over the edges, because that is what we need when we're going to be trimming away the excess fabric. So I will continue doing this. You won't get any bubbles or wrinkles. This dish is actually not even flat, but by the time I finish smoothing it out, there won't be any creases or wrinkles or bubbles in it. Working with fabric is so much easier than working with paper, and certainly much easier than working with tissue. If any of you have tried that, that can be quite a challenge. But there are different ways that you can do decoupage with tissue that makes it much, much simpler to do. So there we go. That is now all covered. Just move that out of the way. And just going to use my hands now to make sure it's all flat to the surface and that there are no wrinkles in it. There we are, and I'm happy with that, and I'm happy that the glue that I'm using has also gone right over the edge. So that will dry completely stiff now, and you'll see how stiff that is when it's dry. So I'll go away and dry that, and I probably will speed up the drying process with my hairdryer. Okay, here we are. It's all dry now. I did speed up the process with my hairdryer, and it's completely dry, and the edges now are completely stiff with the polycrylic that I used. And look, it's looking really pretty. So now I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove these end parts, and it's the same as I've done before on drawer front. So you hold the fabric, which is now stiff, and you get a blade, being very careful, and you just literally pull the blade through the fabric, and it really is as simple as that, and it gives a nice clean edge. And if you have parts like this little corner here has come unstuck, I'll show you that. So all I have to do there is just get some more of the gel or glue or whatever I'm using, put a little dab on the corner and press the fabric down, and then it'll be absolutely fine. Now, like when we do decoupage the regular way on top of something, you normally lay down a layer of paint because the colour underneath really does have an overall effect of your finished product. So this fabric is very, very high in pigment. The colours are so vibrant that it doesn't really need it. But I just wanted to show you another one that I did. So here's a dish that I did before. And what I've done on the back is I've given it 2 coats of a deep red paint, any paint that you want, anything that you like, and choose a colour that's in the fabric. So if the fabric had a lot of white in it, I would put white over the top, because then that would make it look very fresh and vibrant. So I've done 2 coats of paint on here, and I've also done 2 coats of top coat on it too. So that one is now finished, and this one will soon be finished too. So there you go. That's very, very simple technique. And if you have any little bits at the end, just go around with your razor blade and snip those off. And actually, when you do the back of it too, it does give it another little seal as well. But like I said, I have never done this and put these in water. They really are for me to just have on display, and I think they look really pretty. So have a go and let me know how you get on. Okay, thanks very much. I'll see you again soon.